Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me. It's Joy Night in the Sanctuary, and I could not be more excited. I want to talk to you a little bit about the vibration of joy. It's one of our highest energy vibrations, like highest emotional vibrations. And it's a wonderful energy vibration to do your mock-ups in, your creations. Because if you create something in the vibration of joy, it's going to come back to you in that same exact vibration. So I've got a couple of things that I have planned for our healing tonight. But before I start, I wanted to say hello to those of you who are watching tonight and have found me on YouTube. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. This is a healing in my healing sanctuary, and the members get the healing 3 times a month. You'll actually be able to get like a secondary healing just by watching the video replay. So if you like what you're watching, please go ahead and hit a like. And then also, if you enjoy the videos, please subscribe. I have a lot more on my channel. All right, welcome. So tonight we're going to be cleaning out our vibration of joy. And I'm also going to be cleaning out our cells so that we can hold more joy in them. And then I thought 2 other areas would be joy in the body and joy in the heart. So those are the 4 sections that I'm going to work tonight. And then at the end, I'm going to take our cleaned out vibration of joy and run it through our energy channels. All right, let's get started with a prayer. As we cleanse and heal the temple of the soul, may it be with the blessing of divinity that it shine its countenance upon us and bring us peace in body, mind, and spirit. Amen. All right. The way that I do this healing is by healing a composite of everybody in the sanctuary. So I'm going to be talking to you as if I'm working one-on-one with you, because I'm looking at everybody's matching energy in the composite. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is start to say hello to our vibration of joy and clean that out. Joy is a really colorful energy vibration. It's full of creative energy, actually. And so what I'm looking at is a very colorful vibration right now. And I'm seeing some dark charcoal and whites and grays. I'm going to start just grounding the foreign energy, and I'll tell you what I see coming out. Neglect. That's the first thing that's coming out. That's a very strong energy. And trauma. So right out of the gate, what I'm seeing are some very heavy emotional vibrations that when they get stuck, they prevent you from bringing joy into the body. So what I'm going to do is try to break those up and get them to release. Well, it makes sense to me. What I'm watching is the polar opposite of joy come out. So there's sadness and grief and depression coming out. And I'm sorry to be a bummer, but those are the energy vibrations that have been stuck in you that prevent you from having more joy. And the depression that's coming out of the vibration is a very heavy brown energy. I just saw the energy of suspicion come out. That was an interesting energy vibration affecting your joy. And then there's a lot of the energy of hardship, um, daily life being taking a toll on you. So I'm cleaning out hardship. That hardship is being released from all over the body. And what I was looking at is that hardship really comes from the generations above us. It is their pictures from our older generations that the hardship comes down from. So I'm cleaning that out. I'm actually going to clean it out of your crown chakra too. Then the next thing I'm looking at is family agreements. Now, you know, I'm always going to look for family energy. I can't help myself. But what I'm looking at right now is family agreements that limit your joy. So let's say one member of the family can't have a lot of joy, then the family oftentimes goes into agreement that nobody can have any joy above this one person's ability to have joy. And it's an unspoken, subtle agreement that happens, and it pulls everybody's higher energy vibrations down. So I'm looking for family agreements right now that do that. You know, there's also a lot of societal agreements about not running a lot of joy, believe it or not, as an adult. If you think about it, when you were a child, you had joy, unlimited joy all the time. But then we get socialized to tone that down. And it's not as common to see adults in full joy as it is children. So I'm looking for that type of programming too. And then work energy gets between you and your joy. Imagine that. And the other energy I just saw that gets in the way of joy is not having a clear communication space with Supreme Being. So I'm going to clean that out too. Boy, there are some really rough energies coming out tonight. What came out of the Supreme Being communication line was hopelessness. And that was a black energy. The good news is that all the junk is coming out, and we're going to replenish everything with that joy vibration. All right. So the vibration of joy, I'm going to keep grounded. Right now, I'm filling it in with gold, and I'm going to start looking at these other spaces, the cells. So I'm going to take your master cell, and take a look at it on my screen and clear whatever energies prevent it from actually holding joy. A lot of unprocessed anger prevents us from holding more joy. And I saw that as like a dark red brown. Some of it was crusty. That means it was pretty old. Some of it's just a regular red brown. But I'm going to start grounding that out of the cell. And apparently, your cell holds punishment as well as joy. So let's get rid of the punishment and replenish it with the joy. That's a whitish gray energy coming out. Like I was saying earlier, joy is such a high energy vibration that in order to have it, we have to clean out these lower energy vibrations so that the body can actually come up and be at joy. And that's why a lot of the energies that I'm cleaning out tonight are pretty nasty, harsh energies. I'm seeing the energy of problems also in the cell taking up space. I'm grounding that. And I just started reminding the cell of its joy back at age 3. It's giving it such a nice healing because it's getting back in touch with that really beautiful, rich yellow gold. Then there's a little bit, this is a black energy. It's not a lot, but it needs to come out. It's the vibration of hatred. And what's behind that hatred, or as I clear that hatred in the healing, there are a lot of low level beings that have to do with that. So I'm just going to take a moment, do a little bit of erasing the low level beings. So some of the beings that I'm clearing are beings that affect you and how you talk to yourself. And so there's like negative self talk coming out. And then fear, clearing some fear. And the fear, I want to clarify, doesn't necessarily have to do with being afraid of joy. It's more like where the cell is holding fear, it's preventing the joy from coming in. Is a little more anger coming out? Good. Okay, that was good. That took a lot of energy out, so I'm very happy about that. I'm going to fill the cell in with gold and then move on to the next item on our list. Yeah, the cell looks very plump now too, so it's all round and plump again. Okay, so our next uh, topic is joy in the body. So being able to get the joy actually in the body. What comes up that I see is competition for your attention. And the way that I see that is people demanding your attention so that it takes your attention off of yourself and your ability to bring your body up to a higher vibration. Trauma's coming up again. That's a whitish gray energy that I'm going to try to clean out. You know where a lot of that trauma is coming out of is your mouth from dental work. Next, I'm seeing a lot of unconscious energy, which makes it hard to be grounded in the body to experience that joy. And I'm for joy in the body, what I'm noticing is energy along the skin and issues about being touched, having touch. So I'm going to do a healing on that. So right above the skin on our bodies, we have a layer of energy called the pain sheath. That's what I'm working on right now because that's coming up as showing me where a lot of pain is held in the body that the joy can't get into. Good. You just did a really good job. All right. I'm going to fill in the body now with the joy. I'm going to come back and run joy through your energy channels in just a minute, but I want to go on to joy in the heart and clean out the heart chakra space. The number one energy to clear first is loss. And it's not necessarily all loss of loved ones. It's loss of your creations in life. This is why it's a really good idea to ground and try to pull your energy out of mental image pictures, because it can make it much harder to move forward when you have your energy invested in those pictures. That's why loss is difficult for some people, because they have so much energy in their pictures that after the person has gone or the project has fallen apart, long after that person is still dealing with the energy of loss. There's a big family agreement bundled up into the heart chakra, saying hello to all of your family agreements. So some of those family agreements are, some of them are meant to control, some of them are just meant to match, so that the family is all matching at the same energy vibration. And some of it is like instructions on how you should be joyful, kind of like a dictation. So I'm working on clearing those agreements. The energy that's coming out of the heart chakra is very thick and heavy. And that's why I'm not talking a lot. It's just very slow moving. There's a lot of trauma in the heart and sadness and grief. And that's what has to come out in order for joy to get in there. Again, I was reminding you of the joy that you had as a child, the joy in your heart. And that made a huge difference. Immediately, you brought everything up to a bright yellow gold. So I'm going to fill that space in with gold. And then I'm finally going to take your vibration of joy and run it through your energy channels in your crown chakra. that joy, earlier I said there was a lot of color to it. Well, now it looks like almost like light. It's so bright. And that's the vibration I'm going to run through your energy channels now. It's nice. It's flowing really well. I've got it running in a clockwise motion in the crown chakra. It's going down your back channels very freely, very well. I'm going to keep earth energy in your leg channels, though. I'm not going to use the joy down in your legs. I'm just going to run it down the back channel and then back up the front and then branch it off through your arm channels. You have a lot of energy at your third chakra in your solar plexus, which is where your willpower is. So there's a lot of jammed up energy there, making it hard for you to have seniority over your willpower. So we're going to run a little joy through that and see if we can bust it up. Good. Okay, so that broke up a lot of the energy that was stuck in your third chakra. Now I'm looking at it branching out into your creative channels in your arms. Very nice. Very nice. And now the rest of it goes up and out the top of your head. I was just letting you enjoy running that joy in your space for a few minutes. One of the things you can do with this joy vibration is use it when you make a mock-up and run the vibration through the symbol that you're using to make your mock-up, and use it as like a wellness or a healing vibration to clean out your mock-up before you send it off. Okay, I'm going to start bringing some gold suns into you. Wow, good job. You moved a lot of energy tonight. You look very different, like very full of light. And yeah. All right, I'm going to go ahead and close out the healing. May it be with the blessing of divinity that this joy healing in the sanctuary tonight be complete. Amen. Nice job. All right, so remember, you can run that vibration in your crown to pick up the energy in your body whenever you want. You might want to ground the vibration and clean it out a little bit first before you do that. But you can do that to run it in your crown chakra, or you can also use it to clean out your mock-ups. Okay, I was going to show you or tell you a couple of the things that are coming up. We have a whole new month ahead of us, and next Tuesday night, I'm going to do another healing in the sanctuary on your inner voice. And then next Friday night is Female Fridays, and the meditation is on courage. Then, let's see. Whoa, it's like packed every few days. Okay, then we have a 20-minute meditation on the center of your head. And on the 21st, which is a Thursday, is my women's intuition class, and that's on how to heal your parents. I'm so looking forward to that class. It's such a great class for making separations, finding compassion, and also learning how to have forgiveness. And it's a really great healing. I highly recommend coming to that class. I called it How to Heal Your Parents because your parents get a healing, but you really get the healing. It's really about your autonomy. So I hope you'll join me for that class. And then I have another healing this month called Fresh Face. And what that healing is in the sanctuary is we're going to clean all the energy off of your moneymaker. I'm going to go in and clean the energy of the face, the jaws, everything that has to do with your face. Maybe even a little bit in your head. So I thought that would be a really fun healing, because if you think about just in one day, how many people you might come into contact with, whether it's on Zoom or in person, and all the energy that gets directed at your face. So if you haven't cleaned your face off in a while, it might be a really good healing for you to come to. I think you'll like that. All right. I think that's it for tonight. For those of you watching on YouTube, if you enjoyed the video, please hit a like and subscribe so that you can be told when my new videos come out. And all of you in the sanctuary, I hope you have a lovely evening tonight. Thank you for joining me. Got my eyes on you. All right. Bye-bye. Have a good night.